Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. Today I'm going to be giving you a tour of Pinky's Revenge. Now this is an arcade in Taylor, South Carolina that I visited this past weekend when I was visiting my parents. So I went on Saturday, had a great time. We were there early Saturday afternoon. I did ask them if I could do a video of some of the arcades there just to show off their arcade. They said that was fine, and so I did. Now, two things I want to mention. One of them is that I did notice that although the majority of their arcades are original arcades and they had original pinball machines, they had two arcade one-up cabinets there. They had a Star Wars, it was the original arcade one-up release that did not have the coin door and had the list of the games on the front, and they also had a Rampage cabinet from Arcade One-Up. They both were still playing fine. I know they've had them for a couple of years, so it was really interesting to see that those Arcade One-Up cabinets were able to hold up and withstand being used in that space. So I was kind of impressed by that. Now, Star Wars, I wasn't as surprised about because it's one of the best cabinets Arcade One-Up has made. I played the Star Wars while I was there just to see how it felt, and the controls felt fine when I was playing it, and I was able to score over 1,000,000 points, so I know it felt fine. I don't know if I beat any of my scores, but I definitely didn't beat any scores that were already on the cabinet and set. But again, it played perfectly fine. Now, while I did not play the Rampage, my nephews did. They seemed to be having a blast. They didn't have any problem with the controls from what I could see. The only thing I noticed on the Rampage is, again, it's been there a long time. They did not have a deck protector on the Rampage cabinet, so the artwork was pretty much all rubbed off on the control deck. But other than that, it seemed to be playing perfectly fine. And they did have both of them on risers. Like I said, all the other games were original arcade. It was all free to play, $15 as the cost. So you pay $15, everything's set to free play. You can play as much as you want. Their Stern pinball machines were set up so that you could connect online. So I did connect a couple of times to my Stern account when I was playing some of the pinball machines that they had. And they had a lot of older machines as well, so I really enjoyed playing those older pinball machines. The other thing you'll notice is I'll have the volume all the way off while I'm doing this tour so that you'll only hear me doing the voiceover. The reason is because there was music playing the entire time and I don't want to get a copyright strike. But yeah, it was really great hearing all that older music playing. They had a giant screen on one of the walls, and you're going to see it in this video. They had music videos playing on that with music the entire time, which was really cool. I also know that they do karaoke in that space, and they have live performances in that space sometimes too. So it's just a really cool environment. They do have a menu, they have a bar, I don't know that I got shots of those, but if you want to check out their website, you can see all that information. I will put some links in the description below for Pinky's Revenge so you can check them out, check out their web page and their Facebook page. Thank you again so much for watching today. If you do like the tour, give me a thumbs up. And if you aren't already subscribing, please subscribe to the channel and enjoy the tour. This is just a quick view of the area as you pull into the parking lot. You can see here as I just scan over the area here with my camera. Here's the sign above Pinky's Revenge as you head on in through the doorway. As an Ewok fan, it was nice to see that they did have this Ewok here to greet you at the front desk as you came in to pay before you went to play the games. All right, so here we're going into view the arcade starting from the right side as you enter the door. So if you go all the way to the right, you'll come to these arcade games here. They had a lot of great ones lined up here. I didn't really play over here too much, though I did play on the Ninja Turtles. I do wish I'd played that pole position too while I was there. Moving on, we do have a 4-player X-Men cabinet. I did play X-Men while I was there. If you've seen my other videos, you know it's one of my favorite arcade games of all time. So I always have to play it if I see it. And then next to that, there were a lot of pinball machines. I have recently really developed a love for pinball. I always enjoyed it, but I've been playing a lot more pinball lately. as we've had two arcades open up close to me that both have a lot of pinball machines. So it was really great to be able to play both new machines and older machines here. I actually did not play that Spider-Man. That's one I wish I'd played, and I'll definitely be sure to play that the next time I go there. And these all just look fantastic. Again, the Stern machines that they had, you were able to log in with your account using your phone. And this was just a nice little display they had of some nostalgic stuff over against the wall here. At the back, we had some other arcade cabinets. I did play Contra while I was there. I played Street Fighter 2. This Mortal Kombat Multicade, the buttons are on the left side of the stick, so it's a little awkward playing that. I played some Galaxian. Uh, just a lot of really great games here. I wish I had had a little more time in the arcade to play more of the games, and next time I go, I plan to stay a lot longer. I think we're only there maybe a few hours. This Jurassic Park might be the newest arcade game that they had, and everything was in uh, great condition that I played. It was really cool to see that they had Tokyo Drift. I've never played Tokyo Drift before. I know Arcade One Up recently had the Fast and Furious cabinet come out, so now that I played it at this arcade, I had a chance to see what that's about. Here's that second Arcade One Up I mentioned. They had that Star Wars Arcade One Up there. Over here we had Ikari III. I played Vapor Tricks. I've never played that game before. It was a pretty interesting racer. This Neo Geo cabinet, it's not a classic MVS cabinet. The button layout was kind of awkward for me. I had a really great time playing Third Strike with the guy there. I wish I remembered his name, but we had a few really good games. Had to play Alpha 2, played really well. Always loved the fighting games. I really was happy to see those. I'm glad I got to play a fighting game with somebody while I was there as well. I always enjoyed doing that at the arcade. They did have these setups over here for some console gaming. I think they do tournaments sometimes as well. I did try to play Kung Fu Master. I'm not very good at the game still. I need to get better. This Galaga Cabaret was very interesting. I played on it. It had Fast Fire Galaga. Even though Golden Axe is one of my favorite games, I did not play it. I did play this game beside it that was missing one of the guns. Um, had a good time with it. Here's a couple of pictures of some decorations they had up in one of the areas, just so you can see some of the Donkey Kong stuff on the wall as well here. I really like this DK light that they had above the piano over here as well. Now, some of the games like Skee Ball do take quarters. They have a coin pusher as well. So there were a few games there that you do need to use coins to play, but generally everything was free play there. Galaga was the first game I played when I got there, and then I played Miss Pac-Man. I always loved those games. Pac-Man did have Fast Miss Pac-Man on it. I got a really good game of Frogger going while I was there. I wish I had played it earlier. I played it right before we left. Popeye has always been a favorite of mine. I think I've talked about it in another video, but I definitely got some time in with it while I was there. It's such a beautiful cabinet. I would love to have a Popeye cabinet one day of my own. And over here you can see that screen I was talking about. They had the music videos playing on. And they had a couple other cabinets over here. I did not get a chance to play over there. Now, I did want to take a look at the Ikari III control panel just to show off the stick. Glenn's Retro Show does have that control stick coming out. So if you are interested in their Super Stick, just so you can have a quick look at how it is on the original arcade. Thank you again so much for watching today. Again, I'm going to be listing in the description below a link to Pinky's Revenge website and to their Facebook. I'll be linking the GRS control stick for Ikari Warriors that's coming out, like I showed in the video. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, again, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Share with your friends, and I will catch you in the next one.